beginning, it was perfect. In the beginning, there was just him / they. And everything was perfect. Then he said, let's have some light in here. And the perfect got even perfecter. So there was light, with all that means, because light is this spectrum, isn't it? So everything from purple to yellow, everything from the crayon colors like brick red before there were bricks, to lemon yellow before there were lemons, to chocolate brown before there was chocolate. He made all of those colors in the light. He made it so that there was light and not light. Both of them he made. He looked at it and he said, that is really good. Then he said, I know. Let's make a space between the water. So he separated the waters that were down here from the arch of waters up there. So there was water down here, and then there's this space, and then there's water over us. And he looked at it and he said, that is really good. And there was a start to that, and there was an end to that. Then he said, hey, I've got an idea. Let's make something new. So he spoke again and made a new thing called dry. He made dry come out of the wet. Earth, dirt. Now there was the color of copper, the color of gold, the red color of the agate. There was jasper, there was emerald, but they didn't yet have green. So he said, out of the dry, let's make stuff that grows, stuff that's alive. And let's make everything that grows so that it can make itself over again, so it can reproduce. So inside everything that grows, he put the seed of the future. Inside the banana, those little black specks. Inside the watermelon, those big black specks. Falling from the walnut tree, those big seeds. They're all memories and prophecy. It's all history and its future, because every plant was made so it could make itself over again. He looked at it and he said, that is really good. And there was a start and an end to that. Then he set in the sky that big light, and he gave us another light, a smaller light. So there was a big light and a small light. But not just that. He threw the stars out on a scale that we cannot begin to comprehend. He threw out stars that we look up at night and we see and we think, I wonder what else is out there. I wonder who did that. Some of the stars crash into each other. Some of the stars fall into black holes. Some of the stars cruise effortlessly in orbit. All of that out there. He spoke it, and it was. He looked at it and said, that is really good. And there was a beginning to that, and there was an end to that. And then he said, let the ocean the waters below, and the sky, the waters above. Let them all be filled with life. We're going to have fins below and flappers above. Let the oceans be filled with sea life, teeming with sea life, some of which we haven't discovered to this day. And let the skies be filled with birds of every color and imagination. And he looked at it all and he said, "This is really good." And there was a beginning and an ending to that creation. Then he said, "Let's make animals." And he made animals that go around on the ground like insects and snakes. He also made crazy, funny animals that no one could have drawn. Then he made animals that we need, animals that help us in our work, animals that are a comfort to us. He made all the animals, and every animal had inside itself the history and the future of that animal. So a giraffe makes a giraffe, a warthog makes a warthog. It was all his idea. There were insects, there were domestic animals, there were wild animals in the forest and jungles, there were birds in the sky, there were fish in the sea. He said, "Let's make one like us." He took this dryness, he took this earth, and he crafted a man. Then into the nostrils of that man, he blew. He blew life into the nostrils of the man. The man came alive. He created a woman, male and female. And in some important ways, we're very much like him. He looked at it all and he said, "That is very good." There was a beginning and there was an ending. And God set to one side this tremendous task, this amazing labor of love of creation. He paused to enjoy us. And that's one pretty big part of God's big story.